For the next 10 minutes, I'm going to talk with you guys about the voice-driven aspect of a conversational experience. Attending the professional workshops that were here yesterday, there is a lot of talk around. There's so much to talk around conversational technology, but it feels like many of you guys, bot developers, you see voice as just another engagement channel. The truth is, I'm going to take a deeper look on customer service, and if we take that deeper look in customer service, we know that most people still want to get their customer service delivered over the phone. So these are numbers from the recent Microsoft Customer Service Report that is released annually, and as you can see, on a global average, we have 40% of people who still want to get customer service over a phone line. Now, some of you might say it's a matter of different regions or different age groups, right? Maybe the adults are more used to get customer service from a phone line. Well, if we slice and dice these statistics, we see that phone is the preferred communication channel for customer service throughout the different territories around the world and also across the different age groups. So even young adults, as you can see, prefer to get customer service over a phone line with a full-blown voice-driven experience. So we definitely need that voice-driven experience delivered no matter what type of bot we are building. So let's take a quick look on where we stand with voice technology these days. So it's pretty safe to say, in terms of ASR, or automatic speech recognition technology, that we are in a very mature state where all of the major engines out there, and that includes Google, Microsoft, Amazon, of course, Nuance, open source AI engines, as well as, by the way, our own AudioCodes ASR engine, all of them are reaching really high accuracy levels of what we call human parity point, basically meaning they reach a 95% accuracy rate, just as good as any human ear. So we expect voice recognition to be accurate, and right now it does deliver that accurate experience. In terms of text-to-speech, we are also seeing dramatic improvements in this technology, especially in the last year or two, with neural text-to-speech that is coming out. I'm sure many of you have seen deepfake, right? And how they made Obama say things that he never really said and made it sound very natural. So, and we also know that neural text-to-speech is arriving to Siri in iOS 13. So text-to-speech is also a very mature technology these days. So in terms of the listening and the speaking, the other side of the dialogue, we are pretty much in a good place. So it feels like the limiting factor currently with conversational technology, and specifically with voice-driven conversational technology, is NLU. So many of you know that when you deliver a conversational bot, you really need to be careful with the size of playground that you choose to play in. So, and the idea is quite simple, and many of you probably already know it. The more closed the domain is, and the more well-defined the use case is, the better the conversational experience is going to look like. The wider we go, and the more topics and use cases we introduce onto a single bot, the more it is likely to introduce errors and to provide not the ideal experience, to say the least. We can also see it in the famous Google Duplex demos that were around in the past year, the famous haircut appointment scheduling, or reserving a table at a restaurant. These were really fancy, cool demos, but even Google AI stresses that these demos were built for these specific use cases, and they cannot go wider than that and still provide the same level and the same degree of a quality conversational experience. So we at AudioCodes, being 25 years on the road, for years what we've done is we've built technology that helped to improve human-to-human communication, and that gives us a really strong backbone when we reach these days of developing human-to-machine technologies. So what we're doing is we're building and deploying voice bots that are built exactly around this motto of let's take the simple use cases that work best and deliver an off-the-shelf closed experience that works like a charm very smoothly. So everything from a classic IVR flattening by voice, so no need for that annoying, press 1, press 2, and so on. You just say what it is that you want in natural language, and the call gets routed through a voice-driven company phone book, all the way down to specific voice bots that carry very well-defined tasks in customer service and workspace productivity. I'm talking about stuff like payments. I'm talking about ticket booking. I'm talking about even a password reset bot for internal employees. All of these are voice bots that we are currently building and deploying in many organizations throughout. And for the last bit, I just wanted to give you a deeper look on specific voice bots that we've built. So the first one, we have one lottery vendor here in Israel, and we've built a voice bot that provides lottery results for callers. Now, in terms of the conversational experience, this is a rather simple experience, but the interesting part with this bot is how it's designed to handle these crazy numbers. As you can see, 16,000 daily calls are handled by this bot alone, and that requires us to be able to make sure that we keep a stable environment that provides a smooth experience for these callers, not to mention the major reduction in call duration times, which also saves quite a lot of money for this organization. The second bot that I wanted to show is a theater ticket booking bot. Here we did everything from seating, choosing the best available seat in the hall, through getting stuff like a discount code, a discount coupon, and of course the actual payment for the ticket. All of that is completely automated by voice by our bot. And the interesting bit here is that we know that this theater, Suzanne Dalal Theater, they had to outsource their ticket booking call center to maintain availability, and that creates a lot of inconsistency, not just in customer service, but also in the availability of the service at night, in weekends, and so on. So this bot really helped them, overcome this challenge. And here we also need to handle with different dynamic grammars that always change. Think of stuff like show names, right? It's not such a trivial task for voice recognition engine to recognize these dynamic content and terms. This is something we do with this theater ticketing bot. Lastly, I wanted to end with a classic example for building a bot around a very specific use case in customer service. So the Israeli Railways apparently received quite a lot of calls from people who just want to plan their journey on the train. And by deploying a voice bot that helps people just do it automatically with a conversational automatic experience, we were able to reduce 30% of the load of the contact center agents in the Israeli Railways. And this translates to quite a significant savings in actual money. As you can see, more than $200,000 saved each and every year just because of this bot alone. That's it. It's just a 10-minute session. Yeah. So I hope I was able to just give you guys a quick taste of some of the challenges around voice bots and what we do in AudioCodes to play a very active part in this, in this very exciting market. Thank you.